I love you guys. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being so amazing, so wonderful. Thank you for allowing me to love you the way I do and not rejecting that love that I have for you, because it's so important. It's so important. It's so important that you feel loved every single day, because it's what you deserve. And not just from everyone, but feeling that love just really deep down inside for yourself. So every morning when you wake up, you should be able to love on yourself. Tell yourself how extraordinary you are. Tell yourself how proud you are of you. And just encourage yourself in this hard but blessing journey. Right? Hey, Scoots. In this hard but blessing journey. I know it doesn't really kind of make sense, but that's what it is. We go through a lot of hard things in life, but it cannot compare to the blessings that we feel in that life, that we experience in that life. Whether it's being able to have children, whether it's having a loved one, our friends, our family, even our jobs. Some of us find passion in what we do, you know. And then there's the hard stuff. But if we can always understand that we can always overcome that very thing that's hard, then life doesn't seem that bad. You see? Then we start falling into even more perception of recognizing how beautiful life is and how much is a blessing to us. Hey, Eggnog. Hi, Pretty Black. Hey, love. And then we come to a place that not just feeling life is hard, but understanding there's hard things, but life is beautiful. And its hardness is beautiful. In the mistakes and the scars, we find beauty. In the hard place where we felt like we wouldn't make it, looking back and seeing that we have survived, we find beauty in that very thing. Royalties, hey, love. Sunshine, thank you. You guys stopped the screen and shit alive. I didn't share it. It's my fault. I was running late with this crazy hair. Okay, so life is a beautiful thing. Life is a beautiful thing, and it's, you know, it's rough around the edges, but when we find the beauty in the roughness, when we find, yes, Dave, I love you. When we find beauty in the roughness, when we find beauty on the edges, on the sharp parts, and the scars, then we're truly getting to a point to understand what life brings. And I don't just want the easy thing. I want to be able to see the effort in my scars. I want to be able to see the beauty in my scars. I want to be able to see that very thing that I overcame and see my strength in it. I don't want to see the part of me being defeated. I don't want to see the part of me being low. I don't want to see the part of the struggle, but I want to see the part of the overcoming, the part of being able to conquer the very thing that I thought I was going to lose my life in. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let me get to it. Today we're talking about self-efficacy. And it's not a word that we use a lot, or I don't even hear a lot of people use it, and that's just from my experience. Self-efficacy. What does that mean? Self-efficiency? No, it's self-efficacy. Self-efficacy means the individual's belief in his or her capacity to execute behaviors necessary to produce performance. I know it's a big definition, but we're going to say it again because today we're going to be using that word, and from now on we're going to be using that word, understanding what self-efficacy is. So self-efficacy is an individual's belief in her or his capacity to execute behaviors necessary to produce performance. So somebody's belief, a person's belief in their ability to succeed in a particular situation. Let's just break it down just a little bit easier. Okay, what is self-efficacy? Self-efficacy is a person's belief in your ability to succeed in a particular situation. an individual's capacity to execute behaviors, the behaviors, my capacity, my knowledge of how I use my behaviors to produce performance. Self-efficacy. The individual's belief in his or her capacity to execute behaviors necessary to produce performance. Okay, easier definition, Candy. A person's belief in their ability to succeed in a particular situation. I'm excited because hi blessed, hey love, E-Money does. I'm sorry, Raw, hey love. I got excited. I'm getting excited because you're about to see and uncover some abilities that have been dormant, some abilities that you haven't recognized in a long time. We're going to start resurrecting these abilities that have been installed in you since before you were created in your mother's womb. And that's for everyone that's coming to the table saying that I don't really have much. You don't think you have much, but you're going to use what's in your house to get the blessing that you need in your life today. I don't know if you ever heard of that story before, but the prophet has said in the house to the woman that had nothing, to the widow woman that had nothing, he said, look in your house. He said, stop, pause. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Stop, pause, get yourself together and reevaluate what you already possess. Enough with you begging in the streets about something you don't have. Baby, wake up. Come on, let's get up, king. Let's get up, queen. Let's get up and let's start reevaluating what's in your house. The person that you're going to try to get something from is turning around to you and say, you don't need to ask me for nothing. You have everything you need. I'm jumping ahead of myself, but it's okay because I'm just too excited. You don't have to ask me for nothing because you have everything that you need. I know you're searching for me. I know I have a lot of things that I give out to people. This is what the prophet was saying to the woman, that the widow woman in the house that said she had nothing. He said, you know, I know you're looking for me because you heard that through the Most High I do miracles, signs, and wonders. But what I need to tell you is that you don't need me. I need you to turn around and look in your house. The problem is the woman didn't have self-efficacy. She had it, but it was weak. When we're in a place of weak self-efficacy, we come to a place that we start avoiding challenges. That we can't see beyond the difficulty of the very thing that we're dealing with. My capabilities, it's too difficult for my capabilities. The woman in the house, she was dealing with a weak self-efficacy, a weak one. She had weak self-efficacy. She didn't believe in the abilities that she had to change her behavior to handle her situation. She had some doubts about, she wanted to avoid any challenges. She had an issue and she couldn't figure it out. So she would rather somebody else do it for her. That's why she was looking for the prophet. Okay. Then it's too difficult. This is beyond my capabilities. I can't really deal with this situation. I don't really have the tools. I don't have the strength for this right now. I can't do it. This is what she was saying. Then she went in a place, she started focusing on the wrong things in her life. Oh, my husband died. I don't have the means. What's going on? I'm starting to focus on the failures. Hey, Ross. Hey, love. I'm focusing on the failures. I have a weak self-efficacy. I don't believe in the abilities I have inside of me. Hey, Barbie. I don't believe in the abilities I have inside of me to be able to start changing my situation. Changing my behavior, which in essence changes my situation. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you, love. Yay. I missed it, but it's okay. I don't like when they do those things in the front. Yay! Thank you, Barbie. Closer to 4 stars. Thank you, Only Abyss. We are, before we get off of this live, I'm talking about you and me, King and Queens, me and you, King and Queens, before we get off this live, you are going to have some strength about your self-efficacy. We're not going to talk about a weak self-efficacy. You are going to have strength, a strong self-efficacy when you get off this live. So the woman, doesn't she remind you of somebody? So the woman was looking for the prophet to help her in her situation. Doesn't she remind you of someone? There's something that we're going through that we feel like, oh, I need my father. He got to help me out. I need my children. If you could come and help me out. I need my spouse. Honey, you could come help me out. I need my boss. I'll wait till they come in. You could come help me out. We don't have that self-efficacy inside saying you are all you need. Saying you didn't get this far off of nothing. Where you come, Lady B, hi love, Maxie, Big P. You didn't come this far, by doing nothing. You didn't come this far by somebody keep holding your hand. You didn't get this far. There was places in your life that you had to do some things alone. So the woman in the house, she was looking for the prophet to help her. But there's something about those people that are led from the Most High. There's something about those people that love you unconditionally. There's something about those people that care about you enough that they don't want you to depend on them. Be careful of the people that like you depending on them. How did my self-efficacy get so weak? How did I get here? I don't even feel like I have the ability to do nothing. I mean, I don't even feel like I even have the strength to write out a grocery list. I don't even feel like I would ever even achieve any of my goals that I have. Be careful of the people that allow you to depend on them. Be careful of the people, hey Sunflower, hey love, be careful of the people that will allow you to have to depend on them and like it that way and want you to be that way. Yes, Naoda, hey love. Tip Drill, hey love. The ones that don't want you to be independent. Always got to look for them when you need something. Always can't make a decision without them. Be careful of those people that want you to be in that position. The people that want to keep your self-efficacy weak. Because you know what? If I could get them to a point where they don't believe in themselves, they don't think they could do it alone, then they'll always need me. And if they always need me, then I'll always be there. So they'll always make room for me. I'll make sure that they always, anytime they call me, I'm gonna be right there for them. I'm gonna do it for them. And somewhere along the lines, as you keep allowing the sports freak, hey love, and you keep allowing them to do this thing, you keep being more dependent and more dependent and more dependent. And now you come to a point to forget about your independence. Yes, KK. You went from having a strong self-efficacy. What happened to you? What happened to the person you were, King, when you were single? What happened to the person you were, Queen, when you were single? What happened to that strong, independent person that I remember? Do you even remember them? Because there was a period in your life that you had strong self-efficacy. You believed in your ability so much it changed your behavior and your approach to the things that happened in your life. So she began to ask the prophet for something, and he said, no. That's the people that love you unconditionally. That's the people that want you to be better. That's the people that want you to grow. He said, no. I need you to turn around. I need you to stop looking for me. I need you to turn around, and I need you to evaluate your house. I need you to go through your house, and I need you to find something that you can use. I know what I got, and I could give you can make it faster. I know what thank you, Dimples. I know what I got can make it faster. I know what I got can make it easier for you, but I'm not letting you take the easy route. I'm not just going to hand this thing to you. You're going to work for this thing, because when you achieve that thing, you are going to be proud of what you achieved. You are going to build more self-efficacy, and as you build more self-efficacy, you're going to believe in yourself more. You're going to have some confidence about yourself, some confidence about yourself, and you're going to begin to move forward in what has been called for your life. Understanding that I am all I need. So I build my self-efficacy up every time I achieve something again. Every time I believe in my abilities. Every time I allow my abilities to change my behavior and how I react to the very hard thing that I'm dealing with. Hey, Chef. Hi, love. When you have self-efficacy, it reflects confidence in the ability to have control over one's motivation, behavior, and social environment. So self-efficacy, it reflects the confidence in the ability to have control over your behaviors. Thank you, Lady B. Thank you, Nayota. Thank you, loves. I appreciate you. Just like that. So my question to you, my king and queens, is, are you confident in your own ability to achieve your goals? So Jazzy, Capricorn, thank you, love, Sports Freak. I love you. I love you. The deep and the hard question is, are you confident in your own ability to achieve your goals? Or are you believing in the experience that you dealt with that was so hard that you believe that you're not able to do it? Are you believing in your experience that was so hard that you're not coming to a place to understand I overcame that, but you're magnifying the actual battle instead of the victory? Confident in your own ability. The woman needed somebody to wake her up and turn around and say, you need to check your house. Stop checking for me. Stop looking for what I could give you, but check your house. Check your storehouse. I want you to look in the inside. I want you to pull up that thing out of you that you got dormant, that you allow the people in your life to put to sleep, that you allow yourself to put to sleep, that you allow that very thing that should be alive, dormant in your life because of your surroundings, because of the people that you're connected to, because of what somebody lied to you and said you was when you was young, when you was a child. What somebody lied and said that you was when they looked at you with those same eyes and said, I love you with all my heart. The person that looked at you with those same eyes and said, I would do anything for you. Those same eyes that said, I love you to death. Those same eyes that said, man, I'll ride or die. You don't understand. Those same eyes that said those lies that made you believe in who you're not. With those same eyes looking at you with disgust and believing that you are not who you're supposed to be. Those same eyes that you fell in love with. That told you you was something that you was not, and you believed it so much so that you have a weak self-efficacy. You don't even no longer believe in your abilities to overcome anything. You don't even believe in your abilities to be able to reach your goals. Reach your dreams, find your purpose. You're missing something because you're trying to grab every single person that you meet in this life, in this journey, to attach to you, to help you get somewhere when you're supposed to go all by yourself. The ability isn't in them. I got news for you, my loves. Is that my prosperity? Wild. Hey, love. Wildfire. Hi, gorgeous. Red, blue, Capricorn, thank you. So jazzy. Thank you, guys. I love you. I appreciate every gift. Thank you for letting me get on close to this. Hi, Grand Rising, gorgeous. Nayoda, yes. Our self-efficacy begins to diminish. It begins to wither away because we have people that continue to make us forget our own ability. People that are okay with us depending on their abilities and not our own. Ooh, that part. Depending on our own abilities, but not depending on their abilities and not our own, to keep us in control, to keep us in their work, to have us do what they want us to do. But you're gonna see a difference when you see people that are of the Most High, and you see people that are of unconditional love that will not allow you to depend on them anymore. There is something wrong with a mother that wants their child to stay at home when they're past of age. There is something wrong. It is not the child that has the issue. It's not the child that needs protection. It's not the child that needs healing. It's not the child that needs somebody to depend on. It's you. You are coveting your child because you want this love that you're supposed to have without anyone being there. The problem is you. I'm going to talk to the women for a second. Us mothers are so lonely that we hog our children even when they come of age to leave, because we are so selfish in love, because we know it's something we're supposed to be feeling, but we are not getting it anywhere else. So we make and force our children to stay in the nest longer than they're supposed to, and we wonder why they got issues. We wonder why our sons can't be able to find a wife or find somebody right, because they turn and look for us every second of the day to find out what we're doing. Come on. I know this is not easy to hear. I know it's hard to understand, but it's the truth. If you had the same love that you had for your children for you, would you keep them in your home? Come on, Cash. Amen. Prosperity, I love you. If you had the same love for yourself that you have for your children, then it would be just a little bit easier to let them go and let them live their life. We come too dependent on people. To my queens out there, we gotta let our children go. Let our sons live their life. Mine just married out the house at 19. Come on, prosperity. No, I don't want him to depend on me. He needs to grow. He needs to soar. Let them go. Come on, prosperity. He needs to go through some things so he could be the strong, divine masculinity that was called for his life. Do you have faith so much in the Most High that you will release your children to him? Do you remember Sarah? She was barren. When she was blessed with her son, she gave him right back. Because she understood there's something more than me. Recognize the lineage. Recognize the royalty that flows through your veins into your children. Understand that there's something more than this. My son can't stay here. My daughter can't stay here. They got bigger and better things to accomplish in this world than just being in this house and loving on mom. My sons and daughters have something so much greater than being home and just loving on their dad. There's a world out there for them to access and change. Hearts they need to cultivate, people they need to love, experiences they need to have so they can be strong enough to carry the mantle that's before them. It's not about you. It's not about you when it comes to your children. What did the Most High say? He said, you shall do greater things than these. He has called you out to tell you every miracle that you have heard that he has accomplished and done and seen and performed. You will do greater. How much do you believe? Where is your faith, King? Where is your faith, Queen? Now, if the Most High said that I would do greater things than that, then sure enough, my children will do greater things than I do. And they can't do it in this house, so you gotta go. No, I'm not gonna cook you food. Your wife is gonna cook you food, and you're gonna stay home, and you're gonna learn, leave and cleave. Leave and cleave. You're gonna learn how to live with your wife now, because that is your life, and you're gonna prepare for your family. Where are the mothers at that are standing for something now? Letting their son and daughters take responsibility. All right, that was for someone. When we're talking about self-efficiency, not efficiency, self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is us believing in the abilities that we carry. How can we get there? We have to know, are you confident in the abilities that you own? All by yourself? Nayoda, come on now. Jones, hey love, 3 a.m. Are you confident in the abilities that you carry all by yourself? Without your children, without your loved ones, without your spouse, without your partner, without your friends, without your family? Are you confident? Do you feel that you're strong enough? Are your abilities, Slam, come on now, are your abilities greater than the very thing that you're facing? Are you coming to a place that when you start feeling osmosis, thank you, love. When you start feeling pressure, when you start feeling the heat turned on in your life, do you start developing a deeper interest on why this thing is so hard? That's some type of perspective, right? When the heat gets turned on, I want to know why. I'm not, come on, this is gonna get a little bit deep. I'm not concerned about how hot the flame is and that it's burning me right now and that it's uncomfortable, but I want to know why it just got hot. I'm not concerned about the pain that it's causing me. I am concerned about why it is happening. That is strong self-efficacy. I believe in my abilities so much that while I'm in this hot ass furnace called life, I know I'm gonna survive it, so it's not a big deal, but I want to know who turned the heat up. You see that? I believe in my abilities. I'm not concerned about me feeling this pain, me feeling this pressure right now, but I do want to understand. I got a deeper interest in why it's happening. Because I know my abilities can carry me through. But hold on. I have a deeper interest to figure out who's turning up the heat. Is it, thank you, Slam, is it the Most High that's making me grow in something? Okay, I get the revelation. Is it someone on the outside that I thought was my friend, but they keep hurting me? But if I kept complaining about the pain, I wouldn't have been able to see my friend who's betraying me and leeching off of my life because I'm so concerned about the pain that the flame is bringing. Oh, it's just a deeper place of perception, a deeper place of understanding. I know that this life comes with difficult things, but you know what? You know what I know even more is that I'm equipped for it. Do you know what I understand even more is that I got every tool that I need to get through. That's self-efficacy. I believe, Jay Moore, EJ, hey love, I believe in who I am. I believe in my abilities. I believe what has been put in me before I was created in my mother's womb. I believe in the blessings of the Most High and the gifts from Him. I know what my purpose is. I'm going to get through. I love you, Jay Moore. So when I deal with things, I develop a deeper interest. When things start coming at me, I have a stronger commitment to make sure I overcome this thing. When I'm dealing with things and I fall down, I got a quick recovery because I know I don't live in a valley. I live on a mountaintop. So I understand where I live and where I come from. I understand these things that I cannot stay here. That's why I pick up myself quickly and I recover quickly because I know who I am. Oh, you can knock me down, but you won't keep me down. Oh, you might trip me, but I'm not going to stay on the floor. I might be running and I might slow up, but guess what? I'm not going to stay there. I'm going to keep moving because I know what I possess. Come on, Slam. Thank you, Hollywood. You might have thought, come on, Prosperity, you might have thought, Hooper, hey love, thank you, it's Sunflower. You might have thought that you got me down because you tripped me, but you better keep watching me because while you were sitting there busy laughing at me, while you were busy sitting there talking about what you did to me, all that whole time I already got up and started running and you didn't even have a clue because you're so busy about what you did to me, you didn't even recognize I ain't even in the same place anymore. Because my belief in me is greater than what you can do to me. I'm going to say that one more time. Because my belief in me and my abilities, my self-efficacy is greater in me than what you can do to me. My self-efficacy stands way stronger than everything that you could try to attack me with, harm me with, do to me, say to me, abuse me with. It is greater because I know who I am. I know what I carry. That's right, Cash. I could do laps around you. You could trip me, make me fall, sprain my ankle, maybe break my leg, and I could still do laps around you. Because it's not. Yes, thank you, Fatima. Thank you, love. Cash, yes. I love you guys. Thank you for getting me closer to 4 stars. I love you. O'Shea, grand rising, grand blessings to you. Shalom to you, love. I'm Ahmad. Hey, love. Amen. Right? Hank, yes, I could still run laps around you. I know my ability. I know my worth. I know who I am. I know where I came from. I know who my father is. You can act like and think that you have tripped me up. But listen, it's a different day. It's another time. It's something else is happening because I know who I am. We are going to, well, Candy, how can I get that self-efficacy? I know mine's is weak right now because you asked me, am I confident in my own abilities? You know what? I don't even remember what they are. Candy, I've been down for so long, I don't even remember what I have in me to get through. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every ability that I have, it's been dormant for so long. I don't think I could do it anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you, Candy. I've been depending on people for so long. I forgot how it feels for me to make things get done by myself. I don't know. You asked me about, am I confident in my own abilities? How can I get back there? Candy, you tell me I'm great. You tell me I'm extraordinary. Now you're talking about self-efficacy, and I didn't even think about that word until today. And now you're telling me that I should have it and it should be strong. I didn't even know I had it in the first place, or that was even a thing. So now that we're talking about it, I'm noticing that I don't even have it, let alone it's weak as hell. And I don't know, how do I get there? How do I get back to what you say that is in me? We're gonna build it. You can't just have self-efficacy. Lady, hey love, Duchess, more money, thank you love. Take charge, restore the feeling. Come on, Cash. You can't just, it can't just be given to you. You gotta build it. Hi love. Yay. Hello love. I hope you're feeling fantastic. Self-efficacy, you have to build it. It gets strengthened by everything that we do and we overcome and begin to continue to believe in who we are. So, okay, Candy, so how do we build it? The first thing we're going to do is you're going to celebrate your success. Slick. I literally crying. Please follow back. Aww. It's tears of healing, love. Tears of healing. Slick. It's because it's an awakening. We have been asleep for so long, not recognizing who we are and what we carry. We have been asleep for so long, we allow people to stay around us that keep that part of us asleep. Majesty, hey love. And we're okay with it. But now when we begin to recognize we don't have, yes, yes, it's Metro, right? 5 a.m. Yes, you hear it, don't you? Yes, I had to let some people go so I can grow. Come on, you let go so you can grow. Yes, right? You let go so you can grow. Sakpase, you let go so you can grow. We grow through what we go through. Sincere 23, I love. Do you see that? We have to come to a place to be able to start pushing out of some things. We don't recognize our abilities because we don't have people around us like that prophet that says, go check your own house. Stop coming to me for everything. You got to get some strength about yourself and you got to do some things on your own. But we're so used to people coming to us and we're asking them for something and they just give it. And they ask and we give, and they ask and we give, and they ask and we give. And we come to a point that we're so dependent on them that we need them for everything that we do. And then we wonder where the control comes from. Then we wonder how we forgot our identity. Then we wonder why I did love. I actually followed you first. And then you followed me. Sincere, yes, 23. I had to cut off some of my family to grow as a person and as a man who loves Christ. Awesome, Slick. Remember, I was going to do a motivation of this, blood isn't thicker than love. Blood, we say blood is thicker than water. The motivation is blood isn't thicker than love. And that's the problem. I grew up with that saying my whole life and believed I had to put myself on the line for my family, that I had friends that would jump in front of a car for me before my family did. Because I remember that blood is thicker than water. Whatever, it's your family. Ride or die, it's your family. You got to be there, it's your family. No. That's not the life that the Most High has called for me. My life has not been called for you to abuse me just because we're related. My life hasn't been called for me to be miserable to make sure you have a great life just because you're my family. That blood is thicker than water is a lie from the pits of hell, because Cain killed Abel, right? Hold on. I'm going to say that. Thank you, 5 a.m. Thank you to get me close to my 4 stars. Right? That was me, because it was family, right? I allowed them to treat me any type of way. I'm glad I came here. I clearly needed to hear this. Come on, Majesty. 5 a.m. Come on. I'm telling you, blood isn't thicker than water. Blood isn't thicker than love. And when you have self-love for you, it doesn't matter whether somebody is related to you or not. They could still hurt you. They could still abuse you. They could still mistreat you. They could still hit you. They could still mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually hurt you. Yeah. Blood is thicker than water, but blood is not thicker than love. I can find people that's not related to me that love me unconditionally more than my family does. When you understand that, you got to begin to understand. Come on, So Jazzy. You got to begin to understand your worth. It's not about family. Look how that sounds. How you dedicated and loyal to something that's killing you. That don't even make sense. That's like you befriending an assassin that has been paid to kill you, but because they're blood related, you're their friend. What? Because that's what blood is thicker than water means. Thank you, Jay Moore. Thank you, love. That's what it means. It means I have to do this, but guess what that says? If you're telling me blood is thicker than water and I have to do this thing for you because you are related to me, then you're telling me to love you with conditions. We don't see that. If we're supposed to be dealing with love that is unconditional love without conditions, by you telling me just because you're related to me, you have to love me, you're telling me I gotta love you because of a condition. But not that I love you freely. Not that I love you not looking for anything in return. That's the problem. With our family, we prostitute our love. We're prostituting and selling our love to each other just because we're related. We're demanding something just because of a relation. Prostituting something that should be given freely. I'm not really catching this analogy that you're trying to talk about, Candy. Our family is selling love to us just because they are related to us. It doesn't matter of the relation or not. If you don't fall in that description of unconditional love, then you will not be connected to me. I will not allow you to abuse me because we got the same blood. It doesn't work like that. I might have been confused for the last 10, 20, 30 years, but not today. We got to stop allowing our family to abuse us. We wonder why we don't have self-efficacy. We don't have self-efficacy from the very people that's supposed to be protecting us, from the very people that's supposed to be strengthening that efficacy on the inside, the very people that were supposed to be our guardians, our protection. Those are the very people that are killing us because blood is thicker than water. You know, free will isn't determined by your blood relation. Did you know that? Just because you're related, I'm not going to allow you to hurt me. I'm not going to allow you to abuse me. That doesn't give you a green light to do that. It doesn't matter if that's what it is. Free will has nothing to do with your blood relation. There's no restrictions to it. Just because somebody has a title of your mother, of your father, of your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your grandfather, your grandmother, does not mean they are supposed to love you. I want to love. It does not mean they are supposed to love you. Free will doesn't stop for anyone. Just because you're related to somebody doesn't mean that they don't get to have free will to choose what they want. Native A, what's up, love? That doesn't mean that. It means that free will has free reign. That means your mother could decide not to love you. That means your father could decide not to love you. That means your sister, your brother. It doesn't matter about blood. That's why we run around here saying that oh, this person, man, that they love me like they're like closer to me than my brother. Man, they love me. She loves me more than my mom. 'Cause love. Come on, what are y'all putting in the comments? Hey, Coco. Love over blood. Blood is thicker than water. But blood is not thicker than love. Everyone has free will. So why are you tied to someone that is killing you? Just because you're related? We got to wake up today. We're stepping into self-efficacy. We're disconnecting these relationships. I don't care if you're my family. If you're not treating me with unconditional love, I love myself more. If you say that you love yourself more than anyone on this earth, then it doesn't matter whether somebody is family or not. If I love myself more than my relationship with you, and if you don't love me like I love me, then we're not going to be connected, because it says, as I love me, I love you. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if you're loving me that way, that means you don't love yourself, and that's not someone I should be connected to. Whether you can decide you want to love me the right way or not, whether you decide that very thing, that is on you. I will decide whether you should be in my life or not. Family and title means nothing. Family and title means nothing. How can you say that, Candy? Because we all have free will. And that's the truth and the fact of the matter at the end of the day. Family, bloodline, means nothing, because at the end of the day, we still all have free will. Why did Abraham was the chosen bloodline? There were still people connected to Abraham that didn't make it. It has nothing to do with blood. Let's see who won. Joselea, you won. Jazzy, Sunflower. Yay, my people. Thank you so much, 5 a.m. I appreciate you. Savage, hey, love. We can't say blood is thicker than water because we still have free will. We still have free will to do whatever we choose. It doesn't matter about your title. We don't have to do anything. That's what free will is. But you're living by a code that the same people you're living by ain't even living by it. You're living by a code that the people that you're living by that code for ain't even living that for you. Oh, now we're getting back to you're more loyal to people than you are to yourself. You're more loyal to the saying blood is thicker than water than you are to loving yourself. I know that part is deep. And I know that part is hard. But it's the truth. Hey, Tasty. Hey, love. It's the truth. You are more loyal to other people, to your family members, than you are to loving yourself. You wonder why they treat you the way they do, because you don't even treat yourself right. Because you allow them to do what they do to you. So who's truly, in essence, responsible at the end of the day? You are. take responsibility for the actions that you have. Oh, but they hurt me, Candy. They hit me. They called me names. They did, but you allowed them to. So take some accountability for the decisions that you made, that you allowed them to stay in your life, treating you all type of ways, just because blood is thicker than water. And we're sit here confused when I ask you, are you confident in your own abilities? When I ask you about your self-efficacy, I don't know what that means, Candy. I'm weak in my self-efficacy because they have brought you to a place to not even believe in your own abilities to change your behavior, to overcome situations. Yes, more money. So let's get to it. How do you rebuild it? You can't just take self-efficacy. It has to be built up. So how do we get there? The first thing we do is we celebrate our success. We celebrate our success. I haven't been successful in anything, Candy. What do you mean? I've been in the same life, same thing. Life is hard. It's a hard enough life. Always a struggle. Always got to deal with something. I haven't been successful. The very thing I need you guys to listen to me by healing has to start with self. Come on. Yes, Tasty. So jazzy. We got to build it up. Where do we start? So we're going to start with self. We're going to celebrate our success. But I haven't been successful in anything. The very thing, king and queens, that you felt like you was going to die in, that you can speak about today, we're going to celebrate that thing. Yeah, but I lost a lot in it. Because you are alive today to speak about the very thing you overcame, whether it looks like you lost in it or not, you still won. So we're going to start celebrating there. Oh, well, I didn't think about it like that. Well, think about it, because you're breathing today and you got out of the very thing that you thought was going to kill you. Oh, thank you, Nate. You got out of the very thing that you thought was going to kill you. And you could speak about it today, regardless of whether you feel like they won or not. You won because you can talk about it this day. So we're going to celebrate your success. We're going to celebrate the strength that you had to come up out of that thing. We're going to talk about you surviving the very thing you thought you was going to die in. We're going to celebrate that success. I know you may not feel like you have a lot. I know you may feel like life isn't fair, but there's something somewhere along the lines where you use the strength and the abilities that you have on the inside. There was a period in time that you did have a strong self-efficacy in you to believe in your abilities to change your behavior and get up out of that mess, and it happened for you. We are going to celebrate that. I don't even care if you find one thing. We're going to get a damn birthday cake. We're going to get a cake. We're going to put a candle on it. We're going to get some dollar store balloons. We're going to stand around. We don't need anybody invited to the party. We're going to just be all by ourselves, and we're going to celebrate ourselves. We're going to celebrate me. I'm going to celebrate my abilities and my success of getting out the very thing that was killing me. Yay, party with me. And I'm going to celebrate who I am. I'm going to celebrate my ability. I'm going to celebrate the very thing that helped me get out of what I thought I was going to die in. I don't need anybody else there. I just need to celebrate who I am. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. I'm going to celebrate my success. That's how I build up my efficacy. I'm going to celebrate my success because I know I never lose. Did you know you never lose, king and queens? Well, it don't feel like that. It may not feel like that, but guess what? Every time you grow in the very thing that you're going through, you win. Every time you grow in the hard thing that you went through, you win. It may not look like that on the outside. It may not look like that when people looking in. But if you have grown from the very thing that you was going through, say, love. Thank you guys for getting me closer to 4 stars. If you're growing in the very thing that was hard and you got through it, you grew in that hard place. You grew in that hard thing. You're a winner. If I have a growth mentality, I will always win. If I have a growth mentality, I will always win. If I have a growth mentality, I will always win. So the first thing to build up your efficacy, to make you strong again, your self-efficacy, the very thing that is the very thing that is your belief in your ability to succeed in a particular situation, that's efficacy. How do we get that self-efficacy? Thank you, One Eye, for my taps, love. We celebrate our success. That's the first thing. We recognize that we always win. The next thing, we begin to observe others. Okay, break that down, Candy. We begin to observe others. Man, they had a hard life. They came from nothing, and they're accomplishing their goals. Man, I remember her. Her father used to sexually abuse her. She stayed running away. She was always in the streets. She got caught up in drugs. Man, you see her now? She loves herself. She's married. She got a family. She turned her life around. If that queen can do it, I can do it. Man, you see him? He got caught up in the streets. He was hustling, trying to find money, everything. He had all that money. Yo, now he got out of jail. Yo, he has his own business. He has like 5-6 investments. He done just got fast money. He created wealth, man. I'm gonna be like that king. Observe others. Your social environment is everything. The environment that we live in is everything. Our social environment is everything. Are you around people that have a strong self-efficacy? Are you around people that are conquerors? Are you around people that are victorious in the hard place? Are you around people that have self-love for themselves and they love their self more to love you better? Are you a representation of your surroundings? That's the next step we're talking about. You have to be able to observe others. Love you too, Nate. Miss Jasmine, hey, love. Angel Face, thank you. Everyone that became a fan, thank you. Balboa Lopez. It means something. Thank you, Sunflower. I see all your gifts. Thank you. I appreciate you. We gotta be surrounded by those people with that strong efficacy. The people that believe in their abilities, and as they believe in their abilities, it affects their behaviors. So their behaviors are always positive because they always believe in their abilities. So even when they go through the hard thing, they're actually positive about it because they trust in their ability. And if you get deeper than that, I trust in my ability because they were provided by my Father, who is the Most High, and the Most High can never fail. He is always victorious. So that means I never fail because he lives in me. So I will always believe in my abilities because my abilities was created by him. But if I break that part down, that's just a little bit too deep. Thank you, my sexy vegan. That's just a little bit too deep for some people. I didn't go that far because we trying to get some baby steps to this thing. But for the people that really are tapped in, they understand that it's so much more than self-efficacy. My self-efficacy has been built on the faith of my Father. On the man, on the very being that is not a man, that he should not lie. Come on, poetic. Come on, energy. Hey, love, I see you. You see that? So I believe in my, come on, Queen Goldie, I believe in my abilities because they've been placed here by the Most High, who doesn't make any mistakes, and they are from him, they are gifted from him. So, and because they're his, and he never fails, then I can never fail using those abilities. So my self-efficacy is strong because of who my Father is. How deep is your faith? I said that from the beginning. I know my abilities are everything I need. I know I have all I need because I know who my Father is. I know what he has written for me before I was conceived in my mother's womb. I know that my purpose, I know my destiny, it has to work. Candy, how do you always have encouragement going through these things? Why? Where is your source of your strong self-efficacy come from, Candy? It comes from my strong tower. I have a strong self-efficacy because I have a strong tower that never fails me. The Most High is our strong tower. The joy of the Lord is my strength. So I'm strong in who I am and my abilities because he created me that way. That's what I'm trying to say. We can go to the part of people saying we can sit there and celebrate our successes to understand that we do have the tools to get through the hard place. So we should have a strong self-efficacy. But for those people that want to get a little bit deeper, I have the success because of who my Father is and who I had faith in that never fails, that he allowed me to get through that thing. And as I got through that thing, I got the victory because he will always have the victory in everything that he does. He is victorious, and that he is standing with me. I am with him, so I cannot fail in what I do. I have to be strengthened on the inside of my ability because that's what he has put there, and he does not fail. So I celebrate my success because you did it before. You do have the ability on the inside. It's just that the world and life has made you put that ability dormant, made you not believe in that ability, made you not believe in the person that put it there, which is the Most High, made you start believing all these things that doesn't give you strength on the inside for you to accomplish what you are supposed to accomplish in life. You come to a place, so you celebrate your success. Then you go into a place to observe. We're talking about how you build up your self-efficacy. You first celebrate your success. The next thing, you observe others. Make sure that your environment reflects on people that have strong self-efficacy. Believe in their self, believe in their abilities, that you can glean off of them, and that you can see if they can do it, why won't my Father do it for me? Thank you, Poetic. Thank you for getting me closer to 4 stars. Thank you, love. And the next thing, we got 2 more things. You got to seek positive affirmation. We're starting that with you first. Do you speak positive affirmations to yourself? When you wake up saying, "Dag, man, you are extraordinary. You are amazing." Do you tell yourself that? Do you tell yourself how much you love you? I love you, Candy. I know you do some things wrong sometimes. I know you feel like you could do better. But I love you. Do you say that to yourself in the morning? Enough with you beating down yourself and you, man, I should have did this that way, and I shouldn't have did that. And yesterday, man, I shouldn't have talked to this person the way I did. And, I should have did this for me, and I never think about myself and all this negative. Do you ever stop to thank yourself for who you are, that you made it this far? Man, Candy, it's been a long road. We still here, girl. I love you. We're going to keep trying every day because you deserve it. Do you speak positive affirmations to yourself? And let's just get a little bit deeper. Do you speak it to yourself and believe it? Do you speak it to yourself and believe it? It's not enough to say, "I love you, Candy," but it's enough to say, "I love you," and mean it. We're going to get this life together because we're going to walk into what you deserve. It's another day for us to live this glorious life that the Most High has called for you, this life and that more abundantly. We're going to walk in happiness. We're going to walk in peace that surpasses understanding. We're going to be stress-free. We're going to deal with unconditional love. And that's the life we're going to do, Candy. Come on, let's start the day. Do you do positive affirmations for you? Do you do meditation to listen to the breathing of the blessing that you have to breathe in another day? Do you do that? Come on, right, sexy vegan sunflower, right? Anaconda, hey love. No, come on, Sip, then start today. Start today. Sip, if you don't do it right now, say, Sip, I love you. We ain't even gonna get deep. If you don't do it at all, let's just start there. Stop right now, Sip. Take a moment and think about all that you went through. I want everyone to do that on this live right now. I want each and every one of you to think about all that you went through. What do you mean, Candy? I mean that if somebody came to you today and told you to write a book about your life, I want you to think about that. I want every one of you, king and queens, to stop for a moment and think about all you went through, what you would put in a book of your life. And now that you have that in your mind, I want you to stop and with a deep breath say, I love you. Tell yourself that you love you. Tell yourself that you love you. Look at all you've accomplished in that book. Look at all that you've been through. Look at all that you overcame. Look at all that you're overcoming. And just say, I love you. I love you, Candy. I love you, Candy. And say it. Just fill in your name. I love you, Candy. And feel the love on the inside that help you get through every chapter of that book. Because you're forgetting about you. You always love to tell everybody how great they are and how much you love them and how successful they'll be and how extraordinary they are. And you're always so used to strengthening other people. But today, we're going to focus on us. And you're going to say, I love you. Man, we've been through a lot. I love you, Candy. We've been through a lot. And recognize that love that has been there the whole time. That love that you have for you that has been there the whole time. Because that unconditional love that we have is God's love that's in us. And it's been there the whole time. So tell yourself you love you. You deserve to hear it, especially from you, because ain't nobody know what you've been through like you do. I don't care who's seen. I don't care who witnessed. Ain't nobody know all that you went through like you did. Ain't nobody know the hard place. Ain't nobody knows those deep, dark secrets in your heart but you and the Most High. So when you say, I love you, you're loving you in all your mistakes and all your growing and all your success. And you take some time out and you say, I love you. And give yourself some credit for all those chapters that you saw through and you're still breathing with a sane mind. Shed some love upon yourself to be able to went through all those chapters and still be able to love people. Still and be able to encourage people. Still able to lift people up. You better love on yourself like you do everybody else. Ain't nobody knows those chapters like you. You're the author, not the outside people. You are. So you better love on yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. Yes, talk. So you say that to you and you start today. That's how we start building our self-efficacy. Yes, Anaconda, sunflower. That's how we start building our self-efficacy. We celebrate our successes. We observe others that have great and strong self-efficacy. We surround ourselves with them. We change our social environment to better. And then we begin to seek positive affirmations, starting with us. We should be hearing positive affirmations from ourselves to ourselves, and we should be hearing positive affirmations from every human that we are connected to in our life. Everyone. Don't exclude people out because, yeah, they're just having a hard time. No, love you first. If Jimmy or Joe or Susan is having a hard time, that's their business. That's not yours. I want you to stop sacrificing yourself for other people's mistakes and other people's mindsets. Today's the day. No more. Stop sacrificing your love and your self-love and who you are for other people because, yeah, they don't got it together yet. Well, when they get it together, then you connect with them again. How about that one? Your life isn't less worthy than theirs. If they don't got it all together, then you disconnect until they get it together. You don't sacrifice your happiness because somebody don't got their stuff together. What? Enough with putting you second. Enough with you putting you on the back burner. It's your time. It's your time. Come on, Bob boy. Hey, the Most High doesn't spy, so yeah, he's been all in your business. Facts. Life is too short and life is too precious. We're wasting on people that want to waste theirs. Is that part? Is that not deep? We're wasting our precious life. Life is too precious. That's what you said, Jay, right? Life is too precious. We're wasting our precious life on people that don't even care about theirs. Enough. If they don't got their life together, then disconnect. Smile, say love. Aurora. If they don't got their life together, come on, vegan, disconnect. Oh, yeah, but they're working on. So let them work on it by themselves. Why are you sacrificing your happiness, your joy, your peace? You have stress all the time because they don't want to get their life together because you're trying to help them cut that off and move away. But they're gonna, when they get there, then you can reconnect. And I guarantee you, most of them that you're trying to wait for them to get themselves together, it's gonna take a whole lifetime, and you're gonna end up not even being in a relationship anymore. Come on, Anaconda. Frito, yes, love. That's it. They're just getting their life together. They can do that all by themselves. I tell you that, guys, this all the time. Have the wisdom to know when you stop helping people. Have the wisdom on the inside. This is when you love yourself more. Have the wisdom on the inside to know when to stop helping people. And have the strength on the inside, the self-love, to be able to walk away from them. A lot of times we do have the wisdom. Oh, this ain't working. This is killing me. I can't talk to this person. But I love them. We don't have the strength to walk away because we love them so much. That's the hard part. It's hard to walk away from the people we love. But it doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you stop connecting yourself to them because you are their life support. They're going to have to sink or swim. And while you're there as the lifeguard, as the lifesaver, it's never going to happen. You're handicapping yourself as you're handicapping them. You'll never know if they'll be able to swim. You'll never know if they're gonna drown. You don't even know if their life is gonna be worse. You have no idea. Who are you, Miss Cleo? You know people's future. You don't know what's gonna happen. Miss Cleo, you got the line. You can't go away because you're gonna die. So you gotta stay your whole life. No, you don't know. You have no idea. The only thing you do know, guess what you do know? You know what you know? You know that their Father is the Most High. And he said, I will never leave you or forsake you. Starboy got it. He said, I will never leave you or forsake you. That's what his word says. So why don't you believe that the same Father that you serve, that he is their Father, he won't take care of them all by himself? You think you're bigger than God? You think you're greater than the Most High? You could take care of his child better than he can? That's what you're saying, right? You're sacrificing your life and their life because you feel like you're bigger than God, because you can take care of their life better than he can? Why do you think he gave you the wisdom to walk away so he can start putting his hands in it? Your hands are all through it. That's why they can't grow. You can't grow. There's a whole lot of mess going on. And the Most High is just standing back, waiting for you guys to get yourself together. Okay, Candy, move to the side. Let me handle what I need to handle. And when he starts drowning, I'm going to catch him right before his last breath so he can wake up. And I'm saying he in any gender, him or her. But we's too busy being God out in these streets. We love so much. I love so much. I have a heart of the Lord. I'm out here. I love everybody. I'm just going to be in all the mess. I love God so much. I'm going to be him. I'm going to act like I'm going to save this one and save that one. And I'm going to be in everybody's mess because I'm going to fix everything. You are not the Most High. You can't even fix your own mess. That's why you're stuck in what you're dealing with that person's mess. You better step back, start looking at yourself, dealing with you. Look in the mirror, start loving yourself more. Why don't we tackle that first? Let's tackle the part that you supposed to love yourself more than anything on this earth. Anything, every decision you make, the ending of that answer should be, I love myself more. Is that according to what your decision is? That's what you should be thinking. That's what you should be dealing with. Get your own life together. Go ahead, vegan. Then you can start. It just happens automatically. When you love yourself more, you love people better. It just happens automatically. It just happens automatically. It just happens. Because I care about myself, I begin to care about you because I see myself in you. So as I treat me good, I'm going to treat you good because that's all I know. All I know is respect. All I know is self-love. All I know is unconditional love because that's how I treat me every single day. So when I deal with love with you, of course I'm going to deal with unconditional love with you because I deal with me all the time. Do you see that? It's not even an effort when it comes to other people when we begin to love ourselves more. We don't even got to force ourselves to love them better. It just happens that way. Same thing with our children. Same thing with our spouses. We're talking about self-efficacy space. And the last thing we're talking about is how do you build it? How do we get there? How do we make it stronger? How can I get to a place to begin to believe in my individual abilities so that it changes my behavior to overcome situations? So we have to build it. We start with celebrating our successes on the things that we already overcome. Recognize what you've done, believe in yourself, and see the abilities that you had then you have today. Next, we observe others. We change our social environment. We get around people that have strong self-efficacy, that believe in their abilities and they use them. And we begin, yes, Angel, everyone that has subscribed, thank you, that use their abilities, and we begin to see it, and it encourages us to move forward and build our own self-efficacy. If they could do it and they love me unconditionally and I love them unconditionally, I could do it too. The next thing we deal with is seek positive affirmation. We got to speak life into ourselves. We got to tell each other how much we love ourselves, how much we believe in ourselves, how great we are, how extraordinary we are, how perfectly imperfect we are, how beautiful our scars are. We have to begin to speak life into ourselves with positive affirmations. You did! Everyone that subscribed, thank you. The last thing is pay attention. Last but not least, Shorty, hey love, pay attention to your thoughts and your emotions. Your emotions are emotions. They're energy in motion. It is your energy speaking. It's your very essence, your DNA talking. That's what our emotions are. You can't ignore that because you won't believe in who you are if you're ignoring what is speaking from you. If you're ignoring, if what you're speaking on the inside isn't good enough, then the abilities that you access and have available isn't good enough for you. If you ignore your emotions and your thoughts, then you're ignoring, in essence, your authentic self speaking who you are, your character, your DNA. That's what emotions are. Energy in motion. It's our emotions, is our energy speaking. And if we ignore that thing, we are ignoring ourselves. You are a blessing just for God to speak others, and I love it. Thank you for this message. Thank you, Savage Queen. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for being a fan. I love y'all. I love you. Thank you, Poetic. Pay attention to your thoughts and your emotions. That's how you're going to be able to build your self-efficacy. Because if your efficacy deals with your own abilities and your behaviors from those abilities, if you're ignoring your authentic self, you will never believe in your authentic abilities that have been placed inside of you since you were created in your mother's womb. Before that. Thank you, Ohio. Psycholicious. Hey, love. Oh, hi, gorgeous. Ohio, gorgeous. Yes. Oh, Psycholicious. Gorgeous, too. Hi, my queens. Ace. Hey, love. Ayo. See, I almost said East. Oh, I did say East. Pay attention to your thoughts and emotions. Wow, I love you. Thank you, Demo. Pay attention to your thoughts and your emotions. They've been placed in you by the Most High for a reason. How do we ignore the very parts that we were created with? That goes for our emotions, and that goes for our abilities. And that's what self-efficacy deals with. Our abilities. When we believe in our abilities, it changes our behavior. And when our behavior is positive, then we can overcome the hard thing. So self-efficacy is directly related to your behavior. And whether you have weak self-efficacy or strong self-efficacy, it determines your behavior on how you react to certain situations and whether you can overcome them or not. I have a strong self-efficacy because I understand that my Father, the Most High, has created this great destiny for me, that I have all I need because He lives inside of me. So everything that I come across, I will overcome. So I am strong in my self-efficacy. I have a positive outlook, which changes my behavior to be positive in the hard place. Do you see that? Thank you, Demo. You see that? But if I don't believe in my abilities on the inside, I have a weak self-efficacy because I don't believe in what I already have. My behavior is going to be bad. I'm not going to be confident. I'm going to be sad. I'm going to be depressed. I'm not going to be confident. I'm going to be depressed. And that's my behavior is going to change. And then when I go to overcome that very thing, I'm not going to have strength in it. I'm going to feel defeated before I even started. That's weak self-efficacy. But if we allow the Most High to be our core of that self-efficacy, understanding that our abilities have been manifested and created from Him, then I can't fail. It doesn't matter how hard this thing is. The God that I serve is greater than any battle that could be before me. The Most High that I serve can be greater than any battle that comes before me. Any adversity that will stand me and stare me in the eye and stand toe-to-toe with me will never be greater than the Most High who I serve. And that's why I have a strong self-efficacy. Because my efficacy, strength, comes from the Most High. I see who He has created. His creation is perfect. No longer will I look in the mirror that's broken and believe that I am. He is the Most High. He does not make mistakes. So you have been created perfectly. But I don't do everything right, Candy. That's why you're perfect. The same as you have your child and they start writing on walls, and you could look at them and be in awe and say, oh, she's so perfect. And she just throwing juice everywhere, falling, can't walk right, can't talk right. She's so perfect. Your baby boy's walking around and you're like, man, he got his shoes on backwards, and you're like, he's so perfect. Your creation, the creation is perfect. We are not broken. Our perception can be broken, but we are not broken. It's like a mirror. When a mirror breaks, do you run to the hospital? No, because the mirror is broken. What you're looking at is broken, but you yourself is not broken. Your perception is broken. The Most High, we are whole because of Him. Now, if we go in the hard thing, recognizing we're whole, then before we even get there, then we can't be broken because I was already whole before I went in. If I'm solid before I go in that thing because of my abilities in the Most High, then you cannot break me. But if I allow you to, I'll walk in it and I allow you to break my perception of myself. I will allow you to break my perception of my ability, which makes my self-efficacy weak because my perception of me has been weakened. So I feel my abilities have been weakened, but it is not the truth because who put the abilities there in the first place? He did. All right. So space, I don't know if you're still in here, but I hope that you got what I was trying to say. And everybody else, I hope that you guys got everything that I was saying and receive it. And thank you, love. Thank you guys for all my gifts. You guys are amazing. Deshaun, thank you. Yes, yes. He's just extraordinary like that. He is. So you guys, hey yo, thank you, love. Yes, yes, allowed others to break me. So needed this. Yes, I allowed others to break me. Not anymore. Smiles. Deshaun, thank you, love. Not anymore. Not anymore. You hear me? Not anymore. Not anymore, Deshaun. Not anymore, Smiles. Not anymore. Not anymore. Libra to God, thank you, love. Yes, not anymore. You're worth so much more than that.